Letting go sounds simple. People say it like it's a switch you can flip. But if it were that simple, we wouldn't still be holding on. Most of us don't hold on because we want to suffer. Welcome back to the Lowlights podcast. I'm here with Sarah.
Hey, Jason.
Tonight we're talking about something I think we all wrestle with. Letting go. Why is it so hard to just release something or someone, even when we know we should?
It's such a heavy phrase, isn't it? Letting go. Like you're supposed to just drop this weight, but it doesn't feel like a weight you're holding. It feels like a part of you.
Yeah, exactly. A part of you. Or, it's like a background process running on your computer, you know? It's not the main thing you're looking at, but it's there, eating up your memory, slowing everything else down.
Oh, that's a good way to put it. Yeah. And you keep thinking you can just close the tab, but you can't find the X button.
Right. Or you're afraid of what happens if you do. Like, what if the whole system crashes?
The silence after.
The silence, yeah. And I think we confuse letting go with forgetting, or with saying something didn't matter.
Yes, totally. It feels like a betrayal almost. If I let go of the pain of this thing that happened, am I saying it was okay? Am I letting that person off the hook? Or am I erasing the good parts that were mixed in with the bad?
Right, the good parts. That's the trap, I think, because nothing is ever all bad. So you hold on to this whole tangled mess because there are these threads of gold in it.
And you think if you let go of the mess, you lose the gold too.
You lose the gold, exactly.
Yeah.
I think about this a lot with versions of myself, you know? Like there was a version of me in my early 20s who was absolutely convinced he was going to be a musician.
Right.
And I poured everything into it. Years, all my money, all my time, all my identity was that. Jason, the guitarist. And when it became clear that that path wasn't going to be the path, letting that go felt like a death.
It's an identity death.
It is, because who am I if not that? And for years, even after I'd started a different career, one that I actually liked, I couldn't let go of the ghost of it. I'd feel this pang of failure or regret whenever I saw a band playing.
Like a phantom limb.
Yes, exactly, a phantom limb. It's not there, but you can still feel it aching. And the hardest part was realizing that letting go didn't mean admitting I failed. It just meant accepting that the story went in a different direction.
That's so hard. It's like you wrote this whole book in your head and you're only on chapter 3, but you have to accept that the rest of the pages are blank. You have to write something new.
And that's terrifying, the blank page. Because the old story, at least you knew it. Even the painful parts were familiar.
Familiar pain is sometimes easier than unknown joy.
Wow, yeah, say that again. Familiar pain is easier than unknown joy. That's it right there.
It makes me think of something a little more tangible, I guess. I had this friendship that was so important to me for a huge chunk of my life, like a decade. We were inseparable.
Mm-hmm.
And then, life. People change. We just drifted. There wasn't a big fight. There was no drama. It was just a slow, quiet fade. And that was almost harder.
The slow fade. Yeah, that's brutal.
Because there's no closure. Nothing to be angry at. It's just gone. And for years, I kept a box. It had old letters, photos, little ticket stubs, all the evidence of this thing that felt so real.
The evidence.
Yeah. And I couldn't get rid of it. I'd move apartments and this box would come with me. And every time I saw it, it was just this little anchor to the past. And it wasn't even a happy feeling anymore. It was just heavy. It was a reminder of something I'd lost.
But getting rid of the box would feel like you were admitting it was truly over, like you were deleting the memory.
Exactly. That betrayal thing again. It felt like I was being disloyal to the person I used to be, to the friendship we used to have. Letting go of the box felt like saying you didn't matter.
Right.
And it took me, it's embarrassing how long it took me to realize that the memories weren't in the box. They're in me. They're part of my story. Getting rid of the physical objects wasn't erasing anything. It was just sweeping up the leaves after the season has changed. The tree is still there.
Sweeping up the leaves. I like that. It's not destroying the tree, it's just tidying up, acknowledging that it's autumn.
Yeah, exactly. It's just acknowledging what is.
So it really does come back to identity then. My musician self, your friendship identity. We build our sense of self on these foundations, and letting go feels like you're taking a sledgehammer to your own house.
Right. Even if the house is kind of run down and the plumbing is bad, it's still home. It's what you know.
It's what you know, and the alternative is just an empty field. You have to build something new from scratch, and that's exhausting and scary. What if you build it wrong?
And there's also like this weird sense of hope and holding on, isn't there? Like, if I just keep this wound open, maybe someday, somehow, it can be healed in the way I wanted it to be. If I hold on to the musician, maybe one day I'll get the call.
Yes, it's the illusion of control.
The illusion of control.
If I keep thinking about this, if I keep replaying it, I'm somehow, I don't know, staying connected to it. I haven't surrendered to the reality that it's over. Surrender feels like losing.
But it's not, is it? It's not losing. It's just putting down your weapons. You've been fighting this battle inside your own head for years, and you can just stop.
Stop. Yeah. But how? That's the billion-dollar question. You can't just flip a switch that says, let go.
No, I don't think you can. I think for me with the box, it wasn't a big dramatic moment. It was just one day I looked at it and the emotional charge was a little less.
It faded.
It just faded. And I realized letting go isn't an action. It's a process. It's the slow loosening of a grip that you didn't even realize you were holding so tightly.
The slow loosening of a grip. I think that's the kindest way to look at it. It's not a failure to let go overnight. It's a practice.
Just noticing your hand is clenched. That's the first step. You don't even have to open it yet. Just notice.
Just notice. I think that's a good place to leave it for tonight. Maybe the first step isn't letting go at all. Maybe it's just looking at what you're holding, gently, without judgment. And it's funny how that noticing can be almost physical, you know? You'll be going about your day and suddenly you'll realize your shoulders are up by your ears or your jaw is tight. You've been carrying this tension, this refusal to let go in your body.
Oh, completely. It's like your body is keeping score, even when your mind is trying to ignore it. I had a similar experience with a job I left. I thought I was fine, but for months afterward, I'd wake up with a clenched jaw, or I'd find myself holding my breath. It was my body's way of saying, hey, we're not over this yet.
That's so true. The body remembers. And maybe part of letting go is learning to listen to that, to breathe into the tight spaces, to thank your body for holding on for so long, and then giving it permission to release.
Permission. That's a powerful word. It implies that we have some say in the matter, that we're not just victims of our own memories.
Exactly. It's not about forcing the memory out, but about changing your relationship with it. It's like saying, okay, you're there, I see you, but you don't get to drive anymore. You're moving it from the driver's seat to the passenger seat, and maybe eventually to the trunk.
I love that image, the memory in the trunk. It's still part of the journey, but it's not rattling around in the front seat, distracting you. It's contained. And maybe you can even get to a place where you can take it out of the trunk, look at it, and not feel that same charge. You can say, yeah, that was part of my journey. It's heavy, but I'm strong enough to carry it now.
That's a beautiful thought. It makes me think of those Japanese art of kintsugi, where they repair broken pottery with gold. The break is still there, but it's transformed into something beautiful. Letting go isn't about pretending the break never happened, but about integrating it into your story in a way that makes you stronger.
That's a perfect metaphor. The gold doesn't erase the crack, it highlights it. It says, this is where I broke, and this is where I healed. It's a map of your own resilience. And maybe that's what letting go really is. It's not about forgetting the past, but about finding the gold in the cracks.
You will get to a place where you can look at that cracked and mended piece of pottery and think, I wouldn't trade it for an unbroken one, because the gold is what makes it uniquely yours.
That kintsugi idea is beautiful, but it makes me think, for some people, what they're holding isn't just a crack. It's something deeper, something like trauma.
That's such an important distinction, Sarah. Letting go of a dream or a faded friendship is one thing, but trauma, that's a completely different landscape. The phrase letting go can even sound dismissive in that context.
Exactly. It's not about forgetting what happened, and it's certainly not about saying it was okay. I think maybe it's about letting go of the way it lives in your body, the constant high alert, the identity that can form around being a survivor.
Letting go of its power over your present, reclaiming your sense of safety in the world. And that's not a simple act of will. It's a slow, painstaking process. It's messy, and it moves backwards as often as it moves forwards.
And it demands so much gentleness with yourself. It's okay to not be okay. And it's more than okay to need help with it. It's not a journey that's meant to be taken alone. And as we're talking, I just want to take a moment for you, the person listening right now. Maybe you're in your car, driving late at night, or you're in your kitchen, unable to sleep, and you're holding something. We don't know what it is, but we know it's heavy. And we just want to say, we see you. It's okay that it's hard. There's nothing wrong with you for not being able to just put it down. And maybe, just maybe, you'll even get to a place where you can look at that cracked and mended piece of pottery and think, I wouldn't trade it for an unbroken one, because the gold is what makes it uniquely yours.
That's a beautiful thought, and it's true. It's the universe's strange and quiet law of exchange. You can't receive something new with closed fists. You have to open your hands. You have to be willing to let the old thing go, to let it fall away before you can catch what's coming next. And as we're talking, I just want to take a moment for you, the person listening right now. Maybe you're in your car, driving late at night, or you're in your kitchen, unable to sleep, and you're holding something. We don't know what it is, but we know it's heavy. And we just want to say, we see you. It's okay that it's hard. There is nothing wrong with you for not being able to just put it down. And maybe, just maybe, you'll even get to a place where you can look at that cracked and mended piece of pottery and think, I wouldn't trade it for an unbroken one, because the gold is what makes it uniquely yours.